Welcome to qnawire.
Okay, we have the following molecule. It's a cyclopentane with a methyl here. It's got another methyl here, and then an ethyl coming off. And we're told to write an acceptable IUPAC name for the compound below. They also tell us to include cis and trans as part of the name when stereochemistry is illustrated, but they have not illustrated stereochemistry. So we are going to ignore stereochemistry because there would be no way to derive it unless they draw wedges or hashes. So we are just going to give the name of the molecule as a whole. So first, right off the bat, I can see that this is cyclopentane, right? So that's probably going to be, at the end of my name is cyclopentane. So I'm just going to write that down now. Cyclopentane. Right, and then the substituents will come before that. Okay. Well, what functional groups do we have? We have a methyl group, we have another methyl group, and we have an ethyl group. Okay, so the next thing we need to worry about is numbering the carbon atoms in the cyclopentane chain, right? And there's two ways we could do this. We could say 1, 2, 3, or we could say 1, 2, 3. And how do we decide between which ones to do? Well, in this case, it comes down to alphabetical rules with ethyl and methyl. So essentially, what we always want to do is number the carbons in such a way that whatever the lowest numbered substituent is has the lowest possible number. So if we had, for example, that's 2, 4, 6, 8 carbon chain, and we had a group here, and we had like a chlorine here, we'd want to number this. Oh, that's not a good example. Let's say we had a methyl there and then a methyl here, right? We could say 1, 2, 3, or we could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The point is, we either have a 2-methyl or we have a 4-methyl. Whatever the lowest substituent number is the one we want to go with. We want to go with the version that gives us the lowest possible substituent for whatever the closest substituent to the edge is. So we'd rather have a 2-methyl and a 4-methyl than a 2-methyl and a 5-methyl than a 4-methyl and a 7-methyl. Right? This is preferable to this. Now, keep in mind that 7 doesn't matter and that 5 doesn't matter. It's just because we'd rather have one of them start with 2 than one of them start with 4. If you look at this case, no matter what we do, we're going to have either a methyl starting with 1 or a methyl and an ethyl starting with 1. So when we run into that problem where it's the lowest possible substituent numbering order anyway, then we resort to alphabetizing it, right? So we look at ethyl, comes before methyl in the alphabet. So we want to pick the one that makes it 1 ethyl instead of 1 methyl. That's really all there is to it. If it could go either way and still give us something starting with 1 or the same lowest number, then we resort to alphabetizing it. So we're going to start our molecule off with 1 ethyl. And for the methyl, we've got a methyl at 1 and we've got a methyl at 3. So it's going to be like a 1, 3 dash dimethyl. And that's going to run right up against the cyclopentane. Just cram that right there. No space between the methyl and the cyclopentane. 1 ethyl, 1,3 dimethyl cyclopentane.